Hello everyone, hope you are doing great. This is Mr. Ahmed and I'm acting as an ICT teacher at Al Rayyan Bilingual School, and let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've graduated from the specific faculty of education, Department of Technology and Computer 2008 with an accumulative evaluation very good, precisely 82. And after my graduation, I directly started my career path, which started in the field of application consultancy. I started as an application consultant in Mashroor company, which was in a partnership with my Microsoft company, and I was in charge for the main warehouses inventory and purchase cycle, selling cycle. And to tell you a little about this, the ERP system or the enterprise resource planning, the main goal of it to exchange everything from the company from the documented way to the systemized one. I believe that I stayed like 2 years as application consultant, and after that I started my career in the educational field. I started too as an ICT teacher in Egypt. Then after that I traveled to Saudi Arabia, and here now I'm in Oman. So today let me tell you a presentation about the networks. So the agenda today, we are going to discuss kind of points which are what is a computer network, nodes, types of networks. After that, we are going to have the data packets, network topology, and lastly, we are going to have an assessment over the questions. So before we start, do you know anything about the network? If you don't know, please concentrate with me. I want you to have a look over this video. So here, starting from one person wants to send to another person any kind of information like a message, a picture, a video, anything. But what happens when he wants to send this information or piece of information? He will exchange it with another person, which in his turn will exchange maybe the same information with another one. So we have multi-persons that they have the same information that I'm sending, which can construct that network. So together, let's know what is a network. The computer network is a group of computers that connect together for one main purpose. What is it? Exchanging information or data resources. So, do we have kinds of these networks? Sure, but before that, let's know what are the nodes. Let me tell you that any device that connected to the network called a node. So we can consider the printer that connected to the network is a node. The smartphone that connected to the network is a node, and anything or any device that connected to the network called nodes. Same function here, nodes communicate with each other. Why? To exchange the information and the data. Going forward, let's know about the types of the network, starting with the first one. It's called the PAN, or the Personal Area Network. Let's say that I want to send from my phone over yours a picture, a message, anything. What's the type of the network between me and you? It's the PAN. So it's a very simple one, and just between two devices that connected together. Another type here, we have LAN, or Local Area Network. This one is a group of computers connected with a small area. Let's say that in the school lab, we can construct a LAN. Why? Because maybe like 20 laptops or 20 PCs that we are going to exchange information among. So we are not in the need for a bigger one. So here, we are going to share our resources like files, printer, games, whatever you want to share. And the advantage of the LAN here is the connectivity. We have here high transmission speed over the LAN. Moving forward to the next type here, we have the WAN, or the Wide Area Network. We can say that in this type, we want to connect many LANs together to give you lastly the WAN. So we can say that a WAN connects cities, countries, many countries. So anybody here can ask me, do we consider that the internet, I mean the global internet, we can consider it like a WAN? I'll tell you, you are perfect. Yeah. Why? Because it's countries exchanging information among each other and give us anything they search for, so it's kind of all lines. Here, the wide area network or the WAN, the typical example as we said here, that the country, in the country itself, like for example, let's say I have another type here, or another example here. I have a bank, let's say Muscat Bank here in Oman. The main headquarters, let's say that it's in Ghobra maybe, or something like that, and I want to exchange the main resources of the main headquarters with the branches, which are in the country itself, but in all over Oman. So it's another example for the WAN. Another type here we have MAN, or Metropolitan Area Network. You can say that MAN is bigger than LAN, but is smaller than LAN. So what's the benefit if I have a WAN to construct or to build a MAN? Let me tell you that it depends about the budget, resources, places, all of these ones affects on the construction of the network. So here, if you have, let's say, a medium budget and you are not in a need for the WAN, so the best choice for you will be the MAN. Typical example of the MAN here, we can say that the university campus, that it has, like for example, 4 buildings inside or 3 buildings inside, so the MAN will be the typical choice for you. After that, if we look to this diagram, we're going to find that here's the biggest one, the WAN, in the middle of the MAN, and lastly, the LAN. I hope that was clear for all of you. Now, what is the data packets? Now, when I want to send some information or data over the network, how does the computers or the laptops understand the message itself? Let's say that the data that you want to send is divided to data packets. Every packet of them has a header here, and the other content of the packet itself, it contains the content. So, let's say the header here, you have to know the PEG identification details, and the sender's address and the receiver's address. After that, all the data inside are the content itself. Network topology, this is another point here, which means now I want to construct my network. So, do we have forms of construction? Sure, we have. Which starts with the first type of the network topology that we will talk about later. So let's define firstly what's a network topology. Network topology, it's the way how you arrange your network, including the nodes and the connecting lines. So let's start with the first topology here. It's called bus topology. Second one, star topology. We have ring topology and mesh topology. All of these ones are different, but it depends about what is the suitable type for you to choose from. Here, this is the bus topology. All the devices are connected to a main cable. These ones are the rest of it. And now, time for questionnaires. So let's make a very quick assessment together, starting with the sample questions like true or false. So WLAN stands for Wide Area Network. Is it true or false? False. Excellent, because here we have W letter, which means wireless LAN. A LAN is usually bigger than a WAN. Yeah, I want to hear your answer. Perfect. This is wrong too. Why? Because WAN is bigger than a LAN. A WAN usually connects a number of LANs. Excellent. Best choice. That's right. This is correct. A LAN is usually found inside a small building. That's perfect. Truly right. Because we said it already, if you want a small LAN, a small type of network, the best choice would be the LAN. Here, another kind of questions that I hope you to answer, and we are going to know them together. Thanks today for this watching, and I hope that this lesson was the best choice for you to know about the networks. Thanks a lot, and hope to see you in more videos. Thanks, and have a nice day. Goodbye.